Mimobi bi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. Say and the Saturday we are getting to know more details of a year Kenofoyata and insensem no. I think say initially I did a video where I was asking Omwa Omonim insem ni say Omon tretrasiye na mentiasiye, and a lot of people, in fact, I've received a lot of calls. And Crofwa tretre insem ni so Omo trese dabi. Senya Etibiano. It is looking like Kenofoyata will be deported to Ghana, even though he has valid valid UK and Canadian visas no. In the country of origin, which is Ghana, and ye bebo number. Inti no matre me ase. And that ye enye small. Crofwa taking me to school pa, and Crofwa trem in nyame ni so pa. Inti mesrel. So why waje say na council be frame na wa trem ya. Melodies ebuzia the whole day and they will be frame. Obi frame no trend se ma sekra na call no obi fufro efre. Me ni obi akasa, obi atrem ase ama matiase. Inti me de obi biase. But the Attorney General Babonti Ababe confirmed because initially when it came Ghana for and I reported on it say Attorney General enanensa ewom inti na Kenofoyata yako akochino. Later na Kenofoyata lawyers ebe kan say dabi Attorney General nsabi enim na ye Kenofoyata nankasa ne ho nsensem enaba. And people took it that way, and then I also came to report on that. But Attorney General Babonti ende Emma wababe kasa award say yes, and your monster any womb and adie we AC. Now we are back to that point. And so it looks like Kenofoyata's lawyers, because Kenofoyata and the lawyers and Omudi kind of the story in about Bonting. Right? It looks like Omudi story in about Bonting because they didn't want Ghanaians to see say Attorney General Nensa womb. But yes, but now Attorney General has come out to also speak. Attorney General Nature say Kenofoyata nanka ne visa ne be expire I think February, but July eno moma ye revoke Kenofoyata visa. What you say, and that's that. So we are going to read the story, and then we are going to sort of understand what's going on. Mr. Enda, your first time or subscribing, not clicking notification bell on so. We are the latest news be about once ebeka. Na miguswa kaimo say what row wasi or results na nkoye what run of deck ankoye. Opesa ukoye course bi or tertiary institution and a university. Yes, or results nenye. School back open may recommend the amount. Your friend is Sanctuary College. Or more than someone, they have hostel facilities. Frewamo 053 7730 272. Now, another one with Sanctuary College, and they say Omo create WhatsApp group. Wamo betro wasi ana Gen Feb ana Nov deck no. Me recommend they say muni na mun join WhatsApp group no, because teachers omo betre mo ade asanso answer questions. Now, if you want to join the group, the link is in the comment box. So click here and when I say what join a year WhatsApp group no. Now, young consent must say Ofori's US visa was revoked in July 2025. AJ confirms. Also, the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Dr. Dominic Akurutinga Ayini, has confirmed that the arrest of the former Minister of Finance, Ken Oforiatta, by ICE agents in the United States was due to his US visa being revoked following an extradition request. Intino omo mayati asiye say di entia Kenofoyata yache no enese ne visa no ye revoke due to the extradition request na Attorney General push it through no. Right? Also speaking on Joy News File on Saturday, January 10th, 2026, Dr. Ayini said that Oforiatta's detention is part of ongoing extradition processes, clarifying that it is linked to the revocation of his US visa and not a routine immigration overstay. So Moka say a routine immigration overstay no dabi. Or my atiasye said this is not a routine immigration overstay and no immigration for akwachen because we stay dabi. Attorney General no insano. I say I didn't make this public, but I started investigating Oforiatta. In fact, his case, I am doing it with some foreign investigators who are tracking all the offshore dealings and so on. We are also doing our own investigations here. They are inconclusive as we speak. I mean, we have not come to any conclusion, Dr. Ayini revealed. Now, Dr. Ayini, and there's a munina mutiena, as some was also kind of say, or track Kenofoyata Now we hune say offshore ne ka offshore eye accounts bi a ewo amanone a untumi entrake. Nti allegedly no Kenoforiata edi sika bi ekwekosie ewo offshore accounts bi mu a o se wone foreign investigators trake se sika no. Na sansem ne de or the details ne bebra eye different from issues na ye charge Kenoforiata ewo ho na kra. Na try say wo mo conclude on those issues na we hu say Kenoforiata ne nsem ne de bubruja. Also describing the investigations as serious and potentially far-reaching, the Attorney General emphasized that collaboration with U.S. authorities began long before the Office of the Special Prosecutor issued any public statements. Also, so, I started working with the Americans in respect of Oforiata long before OSP came up with the announcement. I started working with them, and I want Ghanaians to know that he just didn't overstay his visa, he clarified. According to Dr. Ayini, the U.S. State Department revoked Oforiata's visa in July and gave him until November 29th to leave the country. His failure to comply prompted enforcement action. Into Otremwa, July, ena Ken Oforiata ye revoking the visa. Any man in November say won't free or mine anymore. Because do November no, still Ken Oforiata and agent say won't free or mine anymore. Enti when to me and comply to that directive no, ena ama yako akwakochi no. It looks like Kenoforiata case no, Attorney General Samuel Walker no. The tintini ni tieti mun say probably Kenoforiata might be deported. Or say the visa was actually revoked. So it is not that Oforiata overstayed. So in July, the American State Department revoked his visa and they gave him up. They gave him up to November 29th to leave the United States. He did not. And then that is how come that they decided they were going to now pursue him and arrest him. Actually, the arrest was supposed to occur on January 4th, 2026. And they did not do so. But on Tuesday, January 6th, 2026, they apprehended him in the Virginia area and took him into custody, he explained. He stressed that the matter is far more than an immigration issue. It is not exactly about immigration. It was revoked. The visa was revoked. I am telling you this on authority. So this is coming from the Attorney General. Also, as the AG's confirmation corroborates statements by the Acting Director General of the National Road Safety Authority, Abraham Amaleba, who said that the detention of Oforiata in the United States is directly linked to effort by the Attorney General's office to secure his extradition. Amaleba clarified that the revocation of Oforiata's U.S. visa and the subsequent arrest were not due to an expired visa or immigration overstay, but resulted from actions initiated by Ghanaian authorities through the Attorney General. So now I can confirm to you that this Oforiata's detention is part of the processes leading up to his extradition. And this is the handiwork of our Attorney General. And I can tell you that it is the Attorney General who, in his attempts to get Oforiata back here, made the U.S. authorities revoke his stay status. His visa has not expired. Manasseh told us that it will be in February. So anybody who writes a letter saying that it is part of the overstay extension is a hoax. Amaleba stated while speaking on TV3's News Day on TV3's New Day, on January 9th, 2026. So basically, this is the story. This is the Attorney General speaking, and this is what we are to report. So basically, efforts from the Attorney General and Ken Oforiata ye detaining no. Inti no say senya mekan no. If we are now hearing say effort for the Attorney General there, then it simply means that there is high likelihood that Ken Oforiata will be deported. And hearing from, I think, said the Deputy Attorney General Nswaka, so once Ken Oforiata gets to the airport, he'll be arrested. And so basically that's what it's looking like. Now we are going to talk more on this story because in the Attorney General no add more issues about what and ceremony so magana for so, and so it is just right that we add our voices and then we speak on it. But in some more air course no any Ken Oforiata and some more air course ni into obiana more can Frata is playing with the minds of Ghanaians and you see in echo say in echo ni nano. I think so at this point ye nina yati ye huanse say the echo suni, right? At this point we've all understood ourselves. Say the Attorney General who is working. Now no ninsa no ejuma no. Montreal mo adwo comment box ni mo meda say.